Hi everyone. So I thought I would do another unboxing. This one is the Messy Truth Oracle. um, so this is another one that's just really good for perspective on a situation. This one does not have a guidebook. These decks I actually really like, just because even without the guidebook, they're usually pretty good at relaying a message, especially if you have a very strong intuition. And even without it, there's still a message. So this is the back of the cards. Pretty thick card stock. Definitely, it bends a little, but it's definitely one of those ones that you could definitely use pretty regularly without too much wear and tear. Here is the first card. So I really like the artwork. Okay, I put that one upside down. That was one of the reasons why I was really drawn to this one. And if you are watching this on the day I uploaded it, it is New Year's Eve. So we're going to go ahead and pull a New Year's message for the collective, for people watching this. All right. So we have Blocked AF, Left on Red, and I'm going to pull one or two more cards. We'll see what comes out, just to kind of get a little more, okay. You never showed up. All right, one more. Okay, and we got two more, which is fine. And I'm knocking stuff over. Okay. Can't move on and dreaming of you. Whew. Okay. So this message is for a very specific group of people. This is a situation, and I feel like this is romantic in nature. It could be a family member. It could be like a close friend, but I'm really picking up on this as a romantic situation. But it seems like this person that you're thinking about has given you the silent treatment, and they may have ghosted you. They may have just kind of gone and become silent for a while. And so it's almost like you keep putting forth the effort and they're not reciprocating. Like, they've left you on red. You are feeling like they're emotionally unavailable, and you're kind of to this point where you're kind of questioning, should I be done trying, or should I continue to put in an effort? And so this seems to be like a real struggle, because it's almost like they've blocked you, they've given you the silent treatment, you've tried reaching out to them, they're not responding, and you're kind of straddling that I'm done trying. Like, I'm done, that's it, forget this, I'm moving on. But the problem is that you start missing them, you're starting to think like, oh, I don't have any closure. And so then you start looking at the situation with rose-tinted glasses, right? Like, oh, maybe this person is like, maybe they forgot to respond, or maybe they're dealing with something, and they're dealing with a lot and they can't respond right now, but they will in a day or two. And so there's kind of this like hope that they're not reaching out, but they will. And so then you start kind of creating this wishful thinking that is, they want to, they just can't, right? And unfortunately, the message here is if they wanted to, they would. Plain and simple. Even if you and this person are going through a hard time, there are still things that they could do if they wanted to make things work. They could be, reaching out to you, even if it's just like a, hey, how are you? How's your day going? Right? Like, even if it's just checking in to make sure you're okay. Maybe you guys have talked about a separation. Maybe you guys have talked about a breakup. And, as difficult as breakups are, there's always that, like, unless you've had a conversation, I don't want you to communicate with you, or, I don't want to have any communication with you. Typically, if there's a breakup, like, there's a reason for someone to reach out, there's a reason for someone to show up, and so breakups are hard, but there's almost this sense of, like, you painting, or it could be you or them, someone painting the narrative that they're helpless. This other person is helpless and they can't reach out to you, but they really want to. And so, again, I cannot stress enough, if this person wanted to, they would reach out to you, even if it's just to respond to your message, like, I'm okay. Or, a hard truth, like, I'm okay, I don't think I'm ready to talk to you right now, or I'm not in a place emotionally where I can talk to you, if this is a relationship that's going through a breakup. If this is a relationship that, like, you guys are kind of going through a hard time and you're not really sure where you stand, no action is a response. No response is a response. If this was maybe we are, maybe we aren't, if you sent them a text message like, hey, I'm just trying to figure out, are we done or not, and they haven't responded, you're done. This person has already checked out of the relationship. If this is a friend, the friendship is broken. Like, until they make an effort and explain what's going on to them, respect their boundary. And that boundary is, I'm not talking to you, I'm not reaching out to you, I'm not interacting with you, I'm sending a very clear message, I'm done. And for some people, ghosting and silence is the easiest way, instead of having a difficult conversation. So read that. Take their actions or non-actions or non-communication or communication at face value. If you're reaching out, they don't want to talk to you, and they're not responding, they don't want to talk to you, move on. And as far as closure, sometimes things end without closure. And maybe you're not going to get closure immediately. It might take several months or even years down the road before you can get that closure. But be okay with knowing you tried everything, you've reached out to them, you've given them the benefit of the doubt, you put effort in, and they didn't reciprocate it, and so they walked away. You didn't walk away. You didn't abandon anyone. This was them sending you a very clear message. Okay, and I will go ahead and leave it there. That was kind of a grim Happy New Year message, but I will leave it there, and Happy New Year to everyone. Bye.